Bobby Jindal is the governor of Louisiana. He is a vice presidential possibility for John McCain. McCain has met with him on several occasions, apparently seriously considering him for the VP slot. He's wunderkind for the Republicans. He's actually even younger than I am, but he's already been in the House of Representatives in Louisiana. He ran a state university. He attended Brown. He was a Rhodes Scholar, was admitted into Yale Law School and Harvard Medical School. I don't believe he went to those, but he wound up doing something, of course, that got him great success anyway. He ran a state university in Louisiana, and now is the governor, right? So, and he happens to be South Asian, Indian, right? American, obviously. And so he's checks off a lot of boxes, obviously smart guy. McCain considering for the VP spot. Here's the problem. In 1994, he wrote an essay where he claimed that he participated in an exorcism of one of his friends. The dude turns out to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They were convinced that she was sick and that the demon had possessed her. So they pinned her down and said things like, "Satan, I command you to leave this woman! Demons, to leave in the name of Christ!" And they take the Bible and they put it right on her face. And they're like, "Come on, Satan, leave!" But it gets worse. Because I think, okay, exorcism, that's as crazy as it gets, right? But when you get into the details, it gets worse. Jindal said that he smelled sulfur in the air. Because, sulfur is the smell of Satan. Dude, you got to be really delusional to believe that. And then he said, it gets worse. He says, then I felt like Satan was trying to come into my body. I felt a compression in my chest, and every time I tried to pray, I couldn't do it, and I was battling Satan, and I thought maybe it was trying to take over my body and her body. Dude, this guy's in Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Star Trek. You know what? If he thought he was a dwarf fighting whatever they fight, the Lords of the Underground, or he was a Klingon fighting the Kardashians or the Cardassians or the Borg or whatever, he'd be more sane. You really thought you were in a battle with Satan? And then he says, but then we, shoved the Bible in her face and we pinned her down. She's probably trying to run because she thought you guys are nuts, right? Because you are nuts. But finally, after they wrestled to the ground and did this exorcism for hours, all of a sudden a smile appeared across her face, and she could finally say, "Jesus is Lord." Because she was struggling. When Satan was in her, she couldn't say it. She was like, "Jesus is la. And finally she was like, "Jesus is Lord." And apparently that's when she regained her senses. My guess is that's when she lost her mind. After they would put her through, I don't know what you want to call this exercise that they put her through. And they said, that's when we all smiled and knew we had defeated Satan and our friend was back. But just for an extra crazy kicker, Bobby Jindal, the governor of Louisiana, isn't done. He says, oh, by the way, we also cured her of cancer. Come again? He said, oh, yeah, before the exorcism she had skin cancer and afterwards she didn't. Wow. Republican governor of Louisiana, miracle worker. I didn't know that. Man, that dude shouldn't be VP, he should be president. He should be Lord Prophet of the United States of America. Dude, you can cure the sick. I got a lot of cancer patients that'll line up for your brand of exorcism. Here's a guy that you thought, and I'll be honest, I thought might be one of the most legitimate guys in the Republican Party. But what was I thinking? There are no legitimate guys in the Republican Party. They're all stark raving mad. Turns out he's the craziest one of them all. Look, I think this pretty much eliminates him from the VP spot, but you never know. Maybe Republicans will be turned on by that. They'll be like, oh, ooh, this guy's good. This guy won a battle with Satan. What are you talking about? Yeah, let's put him on the VP slot. This guy's even better than Huckabee. Could be. You never know. God, you poor dumb son of a bitch. See, and that's the thing, one of the principal curiosities of my life is how can people be so smart in some categories and so profoundly insane in others? And this happens, it's not just about politics. It happens across the board. You'll meet people who are brilliant about, physics, whatever it might be, medicine, law, and then they will have the craziest ideas in other categories that don't make any sense, that aren't connected to rationality in any way, shape, or form. It's an amazing phenomenon. And I mean, the guy's a Rhodes Scholar, so obviously he's not a dumb guy.